guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video. So today we're going to take a look at the Kid Trunks Great Saiyaman, who recently got his EZA as part of the Golden Week celebration over here on JP. You will need to get this Kid Trunks Great Saiyaman's EZA done in order to EZA LRB Pan. They're using all of these sort of special characters for that. As is what I've just been doing lately with all of these sort of like new EZA units and Dokkan Fest units that come out. Let's go ahead and give a sticker to Great Saiyaman Kid Trunks and see how good our boy looks with a sticker on him. Seems okay, seems fine. The thing about this character, this Kid Trunks Great Saiyaman, he definitely is on quite a few teams that could use the help, right? Like, he's a buff to a couple of teams I'm really glad is getting him, right? So he's on Hybrid Saiyans, which doesn't really need the help. Vegeta family certainly does. Youth does. More options for Prodigal Warrior is good. And then, of course, Defenders of Justice is also good. Now, it seems weird, but this Kid Trunks becoming a very decent unit for Videl's team is actually a huge deal. Let's go ahead and jump in. I guess we'll start with Videl's team, and I'll sort of elaborate on my point of why this Kid Trunks getting this EZA is actually a massive deal for her team. Alright, so we're here on the Defender of Justice / Peppy Gal team right here, and this is exactly the point I wanted to make. So, Dokkan Fest Videl, whether you want to admit it or not, is just on a level above basically every other TUR in the game currently. She just is. It's just like, you could say whatever you want to, but she is. She's just number one. Now, one of her best friends in the game, honestly, is this Android 18 right here. This Android 18 who is just a absolute demon. You know, she has a 6-turn, 50% attack and offensive buff on super attack. Her, the physical Kid Trunks, the AGL Goten are, like, I would argue they're massively underrated because no one talks about them, but they are, like, actually, like, gods. Like, they're incredible, right? So, 18 activates this massive support type buff. Let's see. So, she gives all allies 3 ki, 30% attack and defense. She gets an 18% crit chance and an 18% damage reduction ability if there's a Kid Trunks, Goten Kid, or Krillin on the team. Well, Kid Trunks Great Saiyaman activates that ability by Android 18. And obviously, Kid Trunks Great Saiyaman, after his EZA, becomes much better. So here he is basically at 100k defense. So he's getting 90% attack and defense at the start of turn. He does stack defense on his super attack. He builds up attack and crit chance with each attack performed, and then he gets guaranteed additionals with 3 and 5 key spheres, and then a guaranteed crit with 7 key spheres. So we're going to get 7 right here, so this is going to be a great turn for him. Again, remember, every super attack he is stacking, and with 7 key orbs, every single attack he does at all is a guaranteed crit, which is very powerful, right? All right, so 1.23, I mean, that's a very low attack set. I mean, we are getting a support type buff right here. Oh, his links. What does he have with 18? I think he just has Money, 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 and Shattering the Limit. So he has those 2 links right there. Okay, he got another super attack. So, like, his attack is building up with all of these different attacks he's doing. You know, because, again, he gets 7% attack with every attack performed up to a max of 77%. So it looks like he does need to do 11 attacks to get his full attack buff. That's really high. Another thing to consider, too, with this Kid Trunks. So Kid Trunks is a character that is doing a lot of additional normal attacks. Sometimes it can be a little bit hard to tell exactly how much damage those characters are doing, at least I feel like for you know, a lot of people out there, compared to, like, you know, a unit that's just shooting at, like Videl right here is super effective against all types, and she's going to do 2 guaranteed 3 million attack stats right there, right? Like, you could like see the damage outright. But, like, you know, you're not really seeing, like, a big attack set with these normal attacks that Kid Trunks is doing. But if they're guaranteed crits, even these normal attacks he's doing are providing a lot of extra damage. It's like Blue Cow, King Goku, and Evolution Blue Vegeta. If you don't get any Rainbow Orbs with them, they kind of look like just like fodder for, like, a recent Dokkan Fest LR. But if you're getting a lot of orbs with Rainbow Orbs with them, and they're doing all these normal attacks, and they're critting on these normal attacks, they start to look really impressive. So yeah. We have Money, 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 as well as Shattering the Limit active. Shattering the Limit, the last one, is 2 ki, 5% attack and defense. Money, Money, Money is 1 ki and 20% defense, so a pretty good link. Trunks' links in total are Innocence, Royal Lineage, Budding Warrior, Money, 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 Hero of Justice, Courage, and then Shattering Limit. So Trunks actually has 2 links that are very important to get to link level 10, by the way. Courage and Royal Lineage. Both of them get you an extra 1 key at link level 10. So Kid Trunks is a character that it is rather important to link level him. Alright, so we're going to be able to get 5 key spheres right here. Not guaranteed crits, but that is going to get us our full additionals. Wow, just on his second turn, he's up to 188k defense, but we do obviously have a lot of support on this rotation, right? Supremo 5 Time as well as Android 18. Videl's team is pretty good. This Defenders of Justice slash Peppy Gal team is pretty strong. You have a lot of options on here, support options and powerful characters to help Videl, be at her best. I think this Kid Trunks Great Saiyaman can function at one. See, he's still under 2 million. The only thing about him is, so he does that right there, basically 700k damage. With a crit, he's doing 230k. See, like, with all of his normal attacks built in and all those crits we got, he did a fair amount of damage on that turn. I mean, him as a defensive stacker is going to give him value. I would say his damage is a little low, though. I feel like they maybe did not give him enough damage. I mean, one thing to consider, right? So he's getting the 7% attack with every attack performed up to a max of 77%. But he also is getting a 7% chance to crit with every attack up to 49%. So 7 attacks will get him his max crit chance. It's actually a little bit difficult to evaluate this Kid Trunks because, I mean, a lot of characters have a lot of RNG in them. But, I mean, this guy, like, when he's doing crits on these normals, he's going to be looking really good. But you need key spheres to get these normals attacks anyway. He's a little bit of a tricky unit to evaluate. Let's keep going. Let's go to another team. Alright, so now we are on the Vegeta family team. Now, I do want to point out that I'm using the new Super Saiyan GT Vegeta as our leader. Now, remember, Vegeta has a massive, amazing leader skill for GT Hero, 170% across the board. For Vegeta family, it's 150% across the board. Now, I'm choosing to use this Vegeta as the leader with his link sets and also with his Rainbow Orb changing ability. I would argue that this is the best leader to use for the Vegeta family. So even though Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta is giving 170% to attack and defense, I do think the smarter path to go for running the Vegeta family team would be double Super Saiyan GT Vegeta. So that's what we're doing right here. So, if we are running Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, we get a little bit more stats for Kid Trunks just in certain terms of his raw stats from the leader ability, but the team itself would be bogged down by that. Alright, so all we're going to have here is Royal Lineage with these characters on rotation. Obviously, we have the ridiculous Broly movie Trunks right here, who is just a god. And we're going to be able to get the 7 orbs. See, this is the thing, too. The GT Vegetas creating these rainbow orbs are going to massively help this team. Like, the Vegeta family team, this is exactly what the doctor ordered, is a Super Saiyan GT Vegeta. But, I mean, that's low. 75k, huh? I don't know. I mean, this Kid Trunks, he's okay. I don't think he's on the level of the other units at EZA from this same event. It's like, yeah, this is good. Like, you get the 7 orbs, and he's doing a lot of damage when he's doing guaranteed crits on every hit, right? And, like, the defensive stacking will certainly be really good for, like, an Infinite Drama History stage or something like that, right? Like, there's going to be Infinite Drama Histories stages in the future that's going to want you to use, Vegeta, Family, Defender of Justice, Youth, Prodigal Warrior, Hybrid Saiyans, these categories. And this Trunks certainly would be a good option for that. But, again, I'm looking at this Trunks, and I don't think I like him on the same level I do as the other units that directly EZA from the same event, right? So I'm saying Candy Vegito, Gotenks and Ghost, the 2 Dokkan Butoden units, Grandpa Gohan and Pan. From what I've seen, all of those characters actually look more impressive than this Kid Trunks. Again, from what I've seen. I think all of those characters seem to be a bit more impressive. I mean, we'll keep going. The next run we're going to do, we're going to go to like an Infinite Dragon Ball History stage. And we'll let Trunks get his full 11 attacks to build up that attack, right? We'll see Trunks sort of stacking his defense as well. But, I mean, he seems like a solid EZA, right? Like, he's a good unit, but I'm not really seeing anything, like, groundbreaking from him. He's just, like, he was an okay unit that's just like a little bit more okay. I actually feel like they maybe could have given him a bit more. I think what it is, his stats. I think he's at, what are his actual like Rainbow stats? I mean, his attack is high. I mean, that's high for a he's over 14,000 for a free-to-play unit. That's good. His defense is on the lower end, though. 8,000 is definitely not high. I mean, on this turn, you know, Bra is only giving attack and key. She's not giving a defensive support type ability. So he's up to 121k. We have, what? Innocence, Royal Lineage, Money, 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 and Shattering Limit active. So it's the fact that he shares Money, Money, Money with Bra. Because, again, Money, Money, Money is giving you the 20% defense. So we'd be able to get 4 key orbs right here. That's not, like, I'm just going to go ahead and do a little orb changing just to get us the full amount of key orbs so we could see the guaranteed crits. Just sort of see him more at the high end. Again, he seems fine, but I think that there's better units out there, right? I mean, this turn is solid. We're getting a lot of support, though. I mean, we're getting 80% support in damage, right? But, like, all these crits are good. The defense is continuing to stack. Yeah, this is definitely a unit that you want to use for long events, and that's pretty much it, right? Just take advantage of his defensive stacking, and maybe you can get some crits in or something like that. One other thing he does do is that he's super attacking at 9 key. So once you get him the SA10, he can super attack at 9 key. That definitely is a useful ability. I don't want to downplay that, right? Like, that's something that can actually help. All right, let's go into an Infinite Dragon Ball History stage, though. All right, so now we're in an Infinite Dragon Ball History stage. We're on the Hybrid Saiyan / Savior team. Obviously, this is actually one of my favorite teams in the game. And what's funny about Gohan is, like, you could definitely make a lot of criticisms about Gohan's links. I would say his damage is definitely nowhere near on par with a lot of the other top TOS, like Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, the Super Saiyan GT units, Fidel are just shitting on Gohan in terms of damage. But they have released so many units that are now really good with this Tech Ultimate Gohan. So he's aging well. Tech Ultimate Gohan is very good still. Now we have Gotenks and Ghost right here. He obviously is going to work pretty well with our boy Kid Trunks. We also have another one of these sort of characters from that same EZA. This physical Kid Trunks, who is a monster. All right, so what we want to do is we want to build up Kid Trunks Great Saiyaman. We want to give him his 11 attacks, right? So we could see him with sort of his full attack buff built up. Keep in mind that because Krillin is on the team, Kid Trunks right here is giving an 18% attack and offensive support type buff. Not the craziest, but it is, you know, just adding to, like, the ridiculous damage and defense that he does, right? That's just, like, power creep nowadays, right? We're like, you know, it's not enough that Kid Trunks has got, like, 250k plus defensive stat, and he's doing, you know, like 5 million attack stats once he's built up his super attack effect a little bit. But then he's also giving a support type buff. Like, the AGL Goten Physical Trunks and STR-18 are just, like, they're monsters. Like, they're better than, like, nearly all the Dokkan Fests in the game, probably. Like, they're just so stupid. That like, triple EZA from that Trunks and Goten celebration, just, like, massive buffs. Okay, so, wait, how many attacks? What do we get? 4 attacks right there? That's pretty good. I mean, if Kid Trunks, the Great Saiyaman, is busting out 4 attacks every turn, like, it could only take 3 full turns for him to build up his max attack buff, right? And then, I mean, again, with his full crit chance from his passive, you know, even if you're not getting 7 orbs, you know, you're going to be able to get, like, a 50% chance to crit. So you definitely can see how this guy is very useful, right? I'm going to use an item here just to break, what is this, Zunama, just so that he's not locking us in place like that. All right, we have plenty of orbs right here. So, again, we're just going to keep going. Oh, let me see what Kid Trunks is looking like here. 155k defense. That's after 2 super attacks. I mean, sure, this is a really good rotation where we have a lot of support right there. That's not too bad considering this is only turn 3, though. And, like, obviously, we are going to continue on, like, going through here. Oh, relax, Trunks. You don't need to do that much. But, obviously, we're going to continue going on. Yeah, 2.47. This is a good turn for him. Yeah, like, him and that physical Kid Trunks together, like, they're pretty powerful. And again, Kid Trunks Great Saiyaman, like, that attack is just going to go up and up and up and up. We'll float off Krillin right here. Oh, yeah. Oh, stupid. This is the only thing about this stage. This stage. The Para brothers, please get out of here. These annoying bums. I do not have fun with these types of stages. Just because, like, for me, Bobbity in Battlefield, like, I mean, it's been a long time since that's been active on JP, but that Battlefield stage was not fun to me at all. Like, I hated that one so much. Alright, so what are we looking at with Kid Trunks in terms of his defense? 148k. Alright, we'll be able to get probably 2 attacks in right here. The other thing, too, about the Para brothers right here, this messes up the physical Kid Trunks, because that will keep him from, like, sort of keeping his stacks, right? Because Kid Trunks has the 6-turn defensive buff, so that will sort of slow that down a little bit right there. Alright, we'll just keep having Ultimate Gohan doing that. The cool thing about EGL Pan, too, is that EGL Pan is going to give a 2-turn attack buff. So she's going to buff up Kid Trunks' damage a little bit next turn. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think about this Kid Trunks Great Saiyaman. I think, what have we've attacked, I think, 7 times with him right now, I believe. So this next turn, if we get all 4 attacks in, we'll have his full attack buff built in. He's good, right? But, like, it's limited specifically to, like, longer events. I feel like this Kid Trunks Great Saiyaman, so, like, we have the new GT Legendary Goku event coming up soon. I feel like if there's missions to beat it with, like, a full Defender of Justice category team or something like that, this Kid Trunks is very likely a unit you would want to run, right? So, like, he does have value. Like, there is at least a place in the game where you would want to run this guy. He's up to almost 200k defense right here. What link is he? Oh, he's getting Courage. That is important to get Courage with Krillin. Courage is a fairly good link right there. I'll do the... Oh, wow. Actually, this is... You know what? Actually, Kid Trunks Great Saiyaman, you know what he is? He's a Kid Trunks unit. So that means Krillin is giving the 60%. Like, that just, like, sort of slipped my mind. But yeah, Krillin... Let's keep Krillin on rotation right here, because Krillin, remember, gives a 60% attack and defensive buff on rotation when what's-his-name is around, Kid Trunks or a Goten, and obviously this is a Kid Trunks. So this is going to be Krillin giving his massive 60% attack and defensive support buff and 4 key. So Kid Trunks, yeah, there we go. 3.33 with guaranteed crits. Now he's getting to some much better levels. I mean, this is, we're starting to get deep into the event. But now, along with Krillin and stuff like that, see, they're starting to release so many units. Like, we're getting, like, really nice combos and stuff that can work together. So Dokkan is definitely doing a good job here. Yeah, I think this Kid Trunks is fine. Like, if you're going to use him in a long stage, he'll be able to contribute. But, something like Super Battle World, probably not. Because, like, from his super attack effect, he is stacking defense, but then he's just lowering defense. Like, that's not... Like, he's not, like... I think if they were going to buff this Kid Trunks, I think maybe giving him stacks defense, does supreme damage, and then lowers enemy attack and defense, I think that would have been fine. That would have been a reasonable little buff they could have given him. I think that would have been A-okay. I do think they could have given him a little bit more starting attack and defense. It's currently at 90%. I do think we probably could have bumped that up to 120, I think, would have been sufficient. And then maybe the rest of it, he could have stayed the same. But I think just jumping him up to, like, 120 actually would have been fine. Alright, so this is a really good turn right here. We'll just make this the last turn that we do. Because, like, Pan is going to give a lot of buffs. Like, Kid Trunks Great Saiyaman on this turn right here is getting 110% attack and defensive support. So, like, this is the turn right here for Kid Trunks Great Saiyaman. Let's get our 7 orbs, of course, giving him the guaranteed crits. Again, he's at 250k defense. We have, the Innocence, Shattering Limit, and Courage all active. So let's see how much damage Kid Trunks is going to get. Again, I think by, like, his 3rd attack right here, he will have his full attack buff built up. But, like, he's looking pretty good in these longer events. Like, I think here, the damage levels we're seeing from him are actually pretty solid. Yeah, 3.53 with guaranteed crits. Like, it's pretty easy, you know, if you're running, like, you know, Gotenks and Ghost, the GT Super Saiyan Vegeta and stuff like that. It's then pretty easy to be able to get all those orbs we need. We'll do one more turn with him. Because I'm having fun actually seeing the levels of damage and stuff like that this Kid Trunks is doing. It's pretty good. He's solid, right? It's just one of these units, like, you're just bringing him into a longer event, and he really will be able to, you know, get good damage and good defense right there. So he's okay. I've come around on him. At the start, you know, just running him on, like, Dokkan events, it's like, he's not looking like the craziest ever. But, you know, taking him in the intended spot for him, which is a long event, he's looking pretty good. So let me know what you guys think. We'll get one more sort of attack in from him, and then we'll go ahead and take a look at his details. But I actually think they did a pretty good job with him, seeing him in one of these longer events. I mean, one reason, of course, is we're running him on this, like, ridiculously busted team. Again, the Savior/Hybrid Saiyan team is just so crazy now. Like, so many units have come out that can really enhance things. Now, let's go ahead and rock him in the first slot. He's got, what, Innocence and Shattering Limit along with AGL Pan. Up over 200k defense. She'll create orbs as well to easily make him able to get those 7 orbs. Yet another unit who's helped out a lot by the 50% supports, by the way. What is his attack set right here? 2.61. Okay. So drop down a little bit without having, you know, that monstrous Krillin on rotation. But still fairly good. Again, I'm liking this Kid Trunks. I think they did a fairly good job with him. So, all right. Let's go ahead and take a look now at Kid Trunks' details. All right. So this is Little Great Saiyaman of Mystery. Trunks Kid Great Saiyaman. Of course, that name, Trunks Kid, being very important with all those Bio Broly movie units that have come out recently, right? His leader skill is the Youth category, Key 3 and 77% of stats, or AGL type Key 3 and 50% of stats. So he, of course, is one of these free-to-play 77% leaders. I mean, I feel like these 77% leaders, by the way, definitely could be fairly helpful for free-to-play players when it comes to Dokkan Battlefield, which definitely can be difficult. I still am always seeing people, like, you know, really excited. Look, I beat Battlefield for the first time. Stuff like that all the time. So, like, having a backup teams with these free-to-play EZAs definitely can be helpful. His super attack is the Victory Cannon, which stacks defense, does supreme damage to the enemy, and lowers enemy defense. His passive skill, Suspicious Costume, gives him 90% attack and defense at the start of turn. Then he gets an additional 7% attack with every attack performed up to a max of 77% extra attack. So he does have to do 11 attacks in order to get that full attack buff. And then he gets a 7% chance to crit with every attack performed up to a max of 49%. So he has to attack 11 times to build up his max attack buff, and then 7 times to build up his max crit chance. Now that 49% chance to crit from his passive is pretty powerful. And then you finish out the rest of his passive here. Then he launches a guaranteed additional normal attack with 3 key spheres obtained, another additional normal attack with 5 key spheres obtained, and then he does guaranteed crits for the turn with 7 or more key spheres obtained. So a lot of critical hit chance manipulation that this Kid Trunks Great Saiyaman is doing, which is very good because, again, additional normals can actually do impactful damage if it's crits. Even against some of the really powerful bosses like the God of Destruction boss events, or, you know, maybe some of those massively powerful bosses in Extreme Super Battle Road, definitely can be helped out with guaranteed crits, right? So that's a good passive right there. And, you know, with some, like, Rainbow Orb changes like Gotenks and Ghost, who's on Hybrid Saiyan, Youth, you know, a couple of these teams with him. You know, then the Super Saiyan GT Vegeta, who's on Vegeta Family and Prodigal Warrior. You can get Rainbow Orb changes around to help Trunks get all these orbs. And then finally, Trunks does recover HP with Candy, which is an ability that's mostly worthless. I mean, you don't see Candy very often, ever. It's like the Kid Buu boss does that, and then, like Battlefield bosses every once in a while do it, but it's just not common, right? His links are the Innocence, Royal Lineage, Budding Warrior, Money, 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 Hero of Justice, Courage, and Shattering Limit. Now, I mean, having Hero of Justice and Courage is good for Defenders of Justice, which is definitely a team that he'll be useful on, especially, you know, Defenders of Justice / Peppy Gals. getting that Android 18 on the team, as I explained, that could be fairly good. His 12 key multiplier is 140%. That, of course, is the typical number we see from pretty much any units nowadays. Again, he also is able to super attack at 9 key at SA10, which is useful. And is he good in any EZAs? Yes, he is. There is the OG STR Broly EZA where he can help out, because obviously that Broly's STR, and this Kid Trunks is an AGL hybrid Saiyan. So, you know, there's Zenny. I'm going to start going over that. Like, when I do these, like, unit, like, breakdown, stuff like that, going over their details, that's an important aspect. What EZAs they could help you earn Zenny in. And this Kid Trunks Great Saiyaman definitely will help you earn Zenny against that OG STR Broly EZA, right? And then finally, our boy is on a number of category teams. And category teams he is going to be impactful on that needed the help, like Youth. Any new options we get for Youth is always good. Even, you know, fodder like this Kid Vegeta right here definitely is good to get as many options as possible for this team. Kid Trunks is also over here on the Hybrid Saiyan team, which is just, I mean, so ridiculous, this Hybrid Saiyan team. The amount of, like, ridiculous units just coming out constantly. Like, this GT Trunks and Goten are going to be a staple in, like, every showcase. The Hybrid Saiyan team is just so ridiculous. Then Kid Trunks Great Saiyaman is also over here on the Vegeta family team, which is definitely getting a lot better now. I mean, LR Evolution Blue Vegeta, this Trunks, this Vegeta, Dokkan Butoden Vegeta is good. So Vegeta family team has been getting some nice buffs of late. Kid Trunks Great Saiyaman is also on the Prodigal Warrior team. Very, very, very good category that, again, just got a massive buff by the Super Saiyan GT Vegeta. Rainbow Orb changing, which is going to make this category team a lot more consistent. And then finally, Kid Trunks Great Saiyaman is on the Defenders of Justice category team. A team which is actually, like, low-key kind of solid. And this Trunks is going to make it good when utilizing that Android 18 as part of Videl's combined leader skill, right? So there's the Kid Trunks Great Saiyaman. Pretty damn good unit. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time.